there, it's Margaret and welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I hope you're keeping well wherever you are. Can I thank you for watching my last content about hope, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. I am so grateful to you and God for the strength and grace to be a blessing, and you are my blessings too. If you're new here, here is a warm welcome from me to you. Thanks so much for popping by and spending your precious time with me. I cover faith, lifestyle, and social issues, and I am a Christian. Today, it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and I am focusing on anxiety. At some point in time, we will worry and experience anxiety. It is more common than we think, and we should be comfortable to discuss our anxieties. However, not everyone understands it, and sometimes we are expected to mask it. Although it's not necessarily with positive outcome for everyone, there are some who succeed, and there are extroverts that are able to maintain a great well-being and outlook in life alongside feeling anxious. Such people choose to deal with their anxieties privately. Do you know statistically 1 in 6 adults, young people, and people with serious ill health experience anxiety? As a Christian, my go-to Bible verse is Philippians 4, verses 6 to 7, and I read the New International Version. It says, "Do not be anxious about anything." You can put your name there. Margaret, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And verse 7 says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." But you know what? Before I remember this Bible verse, as a human being, I am sometimes plagued by anxiety and can't help myself, and would have dwelt and stewed over the issue or overthink it before I remember this Bible verse. I am just being truthful because I am human just like you. And I don't want you to pretend or feel guilty that you are anxious, even if you're a person of faith, because we're human beings. What you don't want to do is to dwell on it, and it starts to make you quite unwell to the point that life becomes very difficult. How should we define anxiety? Anxiety is a state of lack of ease accompanied by fear. Some level of fear can be disinhibiting and crippling. Our fears could be a response to sudden hazard, intimidation, risk, or endangerment. Life and lifestyles are so pressurized at the moment and fast-paced. No wonder many of us experience anxiety. If we're not anxious about ourselves, we are anxious about others, about work, career, loved ones, children, finance, multitasking, traveling, our diets, health, weight, our own life, relationship breakdown, grief, loss, job search or job loss, interviews, our different roles, and sometimes there are no apparent rationale for our anxieties. Unbeknown to us, when we are anxious, our body releases hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol. While this is not bad, and some people perform better when under stress and feeling anxious, however, for some, there could be physical and emotional effect, and this can affect our daily lives. We need to be aware of both physical and psychological symptoms of anxiety. Some physical symptoms are increased heartbeat palpitations, dry mouth cavity, feeling restless, sweaty hands or feet. Some psychological symptoms of anxiety could include a sense of apprehension, constant panic, inability to concentrate, impatience and being irritable, and self-isolation. Let's look at some causes of anxiety. This could be generational or inherited from our parents. There are research ongoing on this cause of anxiety. Number 2, it could be the food we are eating or what we are drinking. High sugar content foods are linked to anxiety and depression. Some use alcohol to relax and manage low mood and depression. But as the body gets rid itself of alcohol, withdrawal symptoms with feelings of anxiety, depression, and low mood can be experienced for several days. Coffee or caffeine from energy drinks, especially too much, and dependency on it can trigger anxiety, heart palpitation, affect our sleep, and raise high blood pressure in some of us. Number 3, poor sleep pattern could lead to low mood and anxiety. Number 4, our lifestyle choices. Unfriendly, difficult, and antisocial neighbors, unstable and unsettled relationships, even social media, changing jobs, event planning, even happy events, but constant anxiety is not good for one's health and general well-being. Lastly, your life experience. Some experience constant changes about school, around work, even animals scare some of us. I personally get anxious when I see dogs, since my little sister was bitten by a dog many decades ago. I can trust anyone telling me a dog won't harm me, and I am not ashamed to say it. It makes me laugh, and neighbors laugh at me when they have to keep their dogs away from me, but I have to keep myself safe. How then can we manage and cope with anxiety? Number 1, try to take time out from what you are doing or what is causing you anxiety. Number 2, counting to 10 slowly. This helps me sometimes, even though it's not always easy to remember. Number 3, talk to someone you trust. If you are unable to speak to someone close, or a friend or a colleague, or a family member, speak to a therapist, a doctor, a nurse, or a faith group leader if they are available. Number 4, identifying and acknowledging and making a note of your fears can be very helpful. What you do with the notes is up to you. Keeping a diary can help you monitor the frequency of your anxiety and identify the triggers to your anxiety in case you need to share it with your doctor. Number 5, self-care, which comprises of good sleep pattern, healthy and balanced diet, and regular exercise. Number 6, breathing exercise. Letting your breath flow deep into your belly can help manage anxiety. Breathing through your nose, like this, and out with your mouth. Counting to 5. Repeat this for up to 5 minutes. This is also known to help with high blood pressure. Number 7, seek support from survivors of anxiety. Do you know anyone who's been through anxiety or going through it now? They may be able to help you. And believe you me, you are not alone. Some examples of peer support groups include Anxiety Care, Anxiety UK, No More Panic, and Health Friends. Number 8, exercising on a regular basis can also have a positive effect on your anxiety levels. Some people find activities such as swimming, walking, running, taking the minds off anxiety and its triggers. Number 9, listening to well-being audio guides is also a useful way of learning and reminding yourself of some of the techniques to help with controlling anxiety, dealing with sleep problems, building your confidence, and much more. Number 10, focusing on positive thoughts. It's good to think positively. Number 11, it's okay to accept you cannot control everything. There are some things out of your control and out of my control. What do? Let go and let God. Number 12, lastly, as a Christian, I find comfort in reading the Bible and pouring my heart out in prayer to God. Corrie ten Boom says, worrying doesn't empty tomorrow of its sorrow. It empties today of its strength. Do you want to reflect on that? Worrying, which is part of anxiety, doesn't empty tomorrow of its sorrows. It empties today of its strength. And that is quite true. From now on, I will be intentional and practical in dealing with my anxiety whenever I feel anxious. I am going to practice what I preach here. I'll be applying some of the tools and tips when I'm anxious from now on. And I hope you'll be able to apply some of the tips and tools whenever you are anxious as well. It's been a great pleasure sharing anxiety with you during this Mental Health Awareness Week in United Kingdom. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and press that notification button. Until we meet again, take care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.